or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is me, Clover. Of course, who else would be here on my YouTube channel but me? And today we have some really exciting stuff going on. So there's new UCs, there's the styling studio, there's just a whole bunch. And I think we might be taking a little bit of a look-see over at it. There's a lot going on in terms of I think you've already seen my pets in the video that I filmed before this. I think I might just combine them together and just because I think I went through my dailies and I'll just have that section be, and so we don't have to go through that. But I just wanted to show you what I've been doing on Neopets lately. I have collected a lot more money. So, oh my gosh, yeah, first let's go through this. So, the NCUCs were released recently, and I've actually been able to acquire a bunch of them. So I've been able to get the Darrigan Drake, the Mutant Skeeth, the Mutant Hissy, the Mutant Mirka, and the Mutant Usul, and the only ones left that I'm going to be getting are the... Which other ones? I'm blinking out. Oh yeah, I'm getting the Fairy Girl and the Fairy Aisha, like I said, for Dorosso and Cosenti. But the thing is, the pound is closed, so I've just been waiting until I can get them again because I don't have an Aisha or a Grawl on this account right now to put them on. But I actually have now I have a Mutant Usul, a Mutant Mirka, a Mutant Hissy, a Mutant Skeeth, and a Darrigan Drake. I know there's a lot going on in terms of the values of all of these pets. I actually, if you've been on the Pound Chat I've been trying to actually keep it to the NC chat because I think right now there's a lot going on where a lot of people are token trading. I guess people are referring to these as tokens instead of skins or etc. But I've been trying to keep my token trading to the NC trading board because I think that just makes it a lot easier because these are NC items, and once you put them on the trading board, there's gonna be that one person who's like, hey, you're looking for a Mutant Mirka? I have terribly named Mutant Mirka to trade with you, and I'll give you the token as well. And you're like, no, I don't, you can't actually do that. That's against the Neopets rules. You're not allowed to trade Neocash for pets. You're only allowed to trade Neocash for Neocash. So, speaking of that, I can actually be super transparent about what I've traded for each of these pets. And it'll also give you a good idea if you're trying to NC trade, which NC trading requires gift boxes and it requires skins or something that you need to trade for it. So say, somebody has a nostalgic Darrigan Drake and they want my deep magenta wig and black rose, you just gift box it and then you choose the item that you're trying to send them, and then it will load a screen where you can choose the username that you want to send that item to in exchange. And it's a trust-based system on Neopets, so there's no official, there's no pet transferring for Neocash items, but no one scams. I mean, I'm sorry if you've ever been scammed on Neopets, but I think it's just really easy to contact TNT and put in a ticket and do a reversal for your trade. So people never do. I've never had any bad experiences trading, knock on wood. And I don't think, I'm confident I will never have a bad experience trading. We're manifesting positivity. But yeah, I can go through and share. So during this first NCUC release, I can go to the styling studio. Let's get there. Styling chamber. You can see that for the styling chamber, oh no, we have to go to the studio. That's where you get the skins themselves. Or the tokens, as people are referring to them. So here's Umbra. They're a really cool new character on Neopets, and I'm probably going to put them in my thumbnail just somewhere. But this is how you do it. So you go through and you choose. So right now for Akera's, you can see they have these skins, and then they have for Aisha's, when I have Cosenti on this account, I will choose the nostalgic fairy Aisha and I will get her skin. And the difference between the two skins, so basically for the Mirka, you can only get these three. So I have a Mutant Mirka skin, and there's only, if you go to the NC Mall, you can only purchase one of these. So there are NCUCs that are purchasable in the NC Mall. This is very confusing sounding, but it's very simple. The ones you can purchase are Gray, Darrigan, and Fairy for most species, barring a few, the Yusuki will have the Yusuki girl skin, and the Yusuke Boy skins available. And there's a few more exceptions. Like I think you can get the MSP Poogle and any other ones? I think the Coconut Jub Jub, and maybe there's one more, but who cares? So for now, you can only get Gray, Fairy, and Darrigan, and like five other exclusive colors for exclusive pets. So where does that leave Tyranian pets, Royal pets, Plushy pets, Mutant pets, Sponge pets, and Robot pets? That might be it. That might be the extensive list. So they are stuck as these skins, and they're not able to be created currently. They hopefully will be able to be created in the future. I'm confident that all of them will be able to be created at some point. We don't have any timelines or estimates for when each specific skin is going, but there's actually an NC sale right here. Let's see. Yeah, so the sale ends on the 14th. So I'm assuming maybe on the 14th we'll have a new set of skins. I don't know. That seems a little bit too soon, but I don't know. Maybe March we'll have a new set of skins added. I think that would be really cool. The Royals or the plushies, that would be really cool. I would really like that. And TNT, please give us those Royals and those plushies because of course it's Neopets. So everybody is trading, just kind of like way overflating the value of each pet. I know that there's some boards where somebody had traded 30 of these deluxe styling studios for one Royal Girl Side Bunny. I don't know if it's real or if it's fake. And I've seen the same thing happen even with the nostalgic Mutant Hissy. Somebody tried, when I asked for the trade, I said, hey, I'm looking to just trade one deluxe styling studio for one nostalgic Mutant Hissy because I think that's fair. I think 1-to-1 that way is really fair. And they were like, no, I want 3. And I was like, 3? And I just thanked them and just moved on from that trade. But let me just share what I traded for each of them and kind of like how I see the value of them. So I see each specific buyable skin. So the nostalgic Darrigan Drake is one you can get right now. I see that as being worth 1 style studio supplies. So it's worth 1-to-1. Because the reason why they're probably trading their Darrigan Drake is because they rolled it with a styling studio and didn't get the one they want. So now they want to trade it, so you give them another opportunity to roll for the skin that they want. But for these nostalgic skins, I see them as being a little bit... They're objectively worth more because you cannot create them right now, and we don't have a date for when the mutants are coming out, when the royals are coming out, etc. We don't have a date. So they are objectively worth a little bit more at this current point. Do I think that they're worth 30 deluxe styling studios? Definitely not. And I only was willing to do a 1-to-1 trade max for these mutants. And I was only willing to do 1 deluxe for each mutant. So I did 1 deluxe for the mutant Skeeth. I got 1 deluxe for the mutant Hissy. So if anybody is trying to get more than 1 for the mutant Hissy, don't trade it. Don't do the trade. Look for somebody else who's willing to do the 1-to-1 trade. Because I found them. I found 2 people who were willing to do the 1-to-1 trade. And then I found 3 or 4 people who wanted 2 or more. And you can just thank them and move on. Or if you're willing to trade 2 for 1, I don't know, that's more power to you, but I'm just doing a 1-to-1 trade. And for the Mutant Mirka, because Mutant Mirkas are just, not as sought after as most of these, I only traded 1 styling studio supplies. And so I don't know. I think I've seen actually the Mutant Mirka and the Mutant Usul go for 1 styling studio supplies because they're just a more common UC and they're not as sought after as some of the others. So yeah, do it however you want. I still think a nostalgic Mutant Mirka could be traded for a deluxe styling studio because you can't get it right now, and I think that's fair because I think it's fair. I mean, it is what it is. I've seen normal skins get traded for a deluxe style studio supplies. I don't understand really why somebody would do that trade because if you want a Darrigan Drake, you can just use the styling studio supplies on your Darrigan Drake. But I think it actually is, the reason why people are doing it right now is because the pound is closed, and I don't think you're able to create skins for pets that you don't have. So it's basically just the same 1-to-1 trade. And it's not a bad 1-to-1 trade. I mean, it's just basically like a refund. Choose a different one. So we have that option. We also have the nostalgic Mutant Usul, who I did trade 1 deluxe for. But again, I've seen people trade just 1 styling studio supplies for it, and That's kind of it. I've also seen some of the Tyranians go for one styling studio supplies, depending on which skin it is. But I think the Darrigan Drake, I've seen it go for a few. I mean, the Tyranian Drake go for a few more. And then when we get into plushies and royals, I've seen just a lot across the board for royals, plushies, and sponges. And I just say, like, I would wait. If you because I've seen some people just say like standard is 5 deluxe styling studios for each. And I say that's just a lot. And I don't think it's worth it. And I think you should save your styling studios. We've been really patient for these UC skins. So I say just wait for it. Just wait and come back. If you want mutants, this is your time. You know, I'm a mutant girl. I have like my mutant storyline going, so of course I want these mutants. And like, yes, I do objectively want the mutant Scorchio and maybe the what are the other mutants? Okay, we're here. We're here. We're here. Yes. So, of course, we have a few more mutants to collect, but I don't actually know if I want all of these mutants specifically. I might. I actually really like the idea of keeping them as skins and putting them maybe in the gallery. I know that, of course, I'm going to have a mutant Skeeth actual pet, but like if I got a mutant Jetsam or a mutant Buzz, and I was able to just get them for like real affordable prices, like I think a mutant Buzz is only worth one styling studio. It's kind of like really not sought after, like the mutant Mirka. Then the mutant Scorchio and the mutant Jetsam, they're probably worth a deluxe, and same with the mutant Loop. I've seen them all go for one deluxe. But right now I'm prioritizing Fairy Aisha and Fairy Girl, and I might have one styling studio deluxe left after that. And I have a couple bit of NC, but I kind of think I'm probably going to wait for capsules or something. I don't know. Maybe trade for some of my actual like NC wants because, you know, we'll have backgrounds that I want to get for each of these pets and some more customization because you can customize UCs to an extent. But I think I might add a section of my gallery. So, you know, on my gallery, I have like the potions and with the morphing potions and the transmogrification potions. I might add a section for the mutants themselves. Just have them like on there too, because I think that's really cool that you can display them like an item. You can have a NCUC mutant Buzz without actually having a UC Buzz pet, and I think that's really cool because I don't see myself having a NCUC mutant Buzz, and I don't really see myself. I could see myself having an NCUC mutant Loop, but Jetsam, Buzz, and Scorchio, I'm just not like a huge fan of them for some reason. I just love the Hissy, I love the Skeeth, I love the Usul, and I like the Mirka because it just looks so creepy and gross. I was actually going to make Venomix a mutant Hissy, but I decided against it because I want her to be like a white Hissy, and obviously here's her staff and some other like NC custom items that I've been trading and getting around because I think with this like NCUC release, I've realized that like I might actually have to get some pet slots onto my side accounts because I'm running out of space and I see all of these being kind of like permanent pets except for obviously Silvarti. He's just like my lab rat. And yeah, I'm actually thinking about moving Honkin, Eos, and Cube over to my side accounts and having them over there because I mean, they're still like pets like I'm never trading or I'm never getting rid of them because I love them so much, but they don't I feel like they're not as integral to the story as a lot of these other pets. Like Ripien, he'll always stay as the converted mutant Geller because I just love this pose and I love the energy that he has in this. But yeah, I wanted to drop in and talk about that because I think it's really interesting and like it's interesting how the token market has already like shaped and people are trying to like assign values and do all this stuff and I'm just kind of like I don't know because I kind of see it like let's just do I'm only willing if somebody like messaged me and was like, "Hey, I have a Royal Girl Bunny skin. Would you trade for one deluxe styling studio supplies?" I would be like, "Of course, I would love to do that trade." I'm not trading more than one for one skin. I just personally am like I'm patient enough to just wait for it to come out in the NC Mall. And because it will, every one of these skins will be available in the NC Mall at some point. Even the mutants. And to be honest, getting the mutants for just one styling studio supplies is a deal because all of these pets have multiple variations except for a few of them. But that's the nice part is you just get if you can get it for one styling studio supplies, that is a deal because then you don't have to choose with your deluxe because the deluxe is really I think best used for pets you really, really want because then you get to just choose. Like I will use it for my fairy girl because I don't want a Darrigan girl or a gray girl. Don't even know if there is a gray girl. And I want a fairy Asia, and I don't really want a gray or a Darrigan Asia. So, and I have one more that I'm not sharing because I'm not 100% sure if I really want it, but I think I do really want it, and it's the Darrigan Kiri. Here it is. I don't know why, but this design to me is very underrated. I don't think a lot of people are checking for the Darrigan Kiri the way that I think we should be checking for it. I love the color. The color is very unique to me. Do you see how none of the Darrigans have this kind of like blue color? It's almost like more like mutant than Darrigan. I feel like the Darrigan Kiri almost fits like into this family a little bit more than it does with the other Darrigans. And I'm not mad at that because personally, I'm actually not a big fan of the purple for some reason. I'm a fan of it on the Hissy and the Hissy alone. And like, obviously that's why my favorite Darrigan pets are the Darrigan Kiri, the Darrigan Walkie, who I actually really like and would like at some point. But right now I don't have any like ideas for it. And I have so many pets with so many ideas that I haven't finalized and stories to write. So I'm kind of like, they're low priority. I like the Darrigan Girl. I'm not mad at it. I like the Darrigan Grundo. I like the Darrigan Geller. And I like the Darrigan Hissy. I like a lot of these pets. I think that's like the hardest part with this NCUC thing is like, I like all of them. This is the only pet in like the deep shade of purple that I really like, the Darrigan Kukra. It's just amazing. I'm not a fan of any of the desert pets, and I think the Fairy Asia is probably the only fairy besides the Fairy Grawl that I'll ever have. I do really, I don't know if this is unpopular, but I love the Fairy Zweetalk. This is like one of the pets that I've had like issues like stopping thinking about. Like I really like the Fairy Zweetalk, and I like if I didn't have like Drakes be the main focus of my story, for some reason this Fairy Zweetalk could be the main focus of my story because it gives me such like Pokemon energy. Like this looks like a little Eevee or like an evolution, and I love Pokemon. And so like I really like the Fairy Zweetalk, and I might just get it on like a side account, just have it over there and maybe have like a side story with it. I think this unconverted art is so good, and I don't know if I'm actually seeing like the full list on here. Also, the baby pets, I've seen them start to trade for a little bit. I've actually seen a few baby Cougars go for 1-to-1, same with baby Eries 1-to-1, so I would say do not overpay whatever. Don't buy any of these like offsite, but don't trade because I think it's not worth it. Look at the Halloween Walkie. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this. It might be like pretty hard to find. Love the Morocquins. I actually almost traded for a Moroccan Grawl, but I decided against it because I think I like the converted more. This is the converted, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I like the converted more. I don't like how the Moroccan Grawl is not looking at the, like looking here. I like the Moroccan Gellert a lot too. It's not really my energy. The Moroccan Skeeth is cool too, but I really love the Mutant Skeeth, and I have such good names. I'm so excited to like, next video, I'm going to go through my dailies, show you my NCUCs, and kind of like share, the plushie Side Bunny, plushie Drake are necessary to me, and I will be getting them eventually. I'm just like, how many, can they increase the pet slots? I know everybody's like, don't increase the pet slots, we have enough, but I'm like, can we just have like maybe 25 pets? Because I just want them all on one account. All of certain ones. Obviously, some of them I'm okay with moving, but certain ones I'm like literally I want the Royal Boy Cougar, I want a Royal Boy Kyrie, I want a Royal Girl Side Bunny, I want a Royal Girl Aisha, I want a Royal Girl Kiri, and I have one, but I want to NCUC her, and then I want a Royal Girl Loop. It's like there's so many pets, and I want a Royal Boy Grawl. I know I said in one video that I didn't want the Royal Boy Grawl, but I do, and I think I'm gonna NCUC. And I really like the Tyranian Drake. There's so much. I like the Tyranian Quiggle too. He looks like a mutant, and I think I like it because he looks like that. I don't know if I'd ever have him on one of my accounts, but if I came across him for just like one styling studio, I wouldn't mind putting him in my gallery. But I hope this video has helped you a little bit, and I hope that I almost traded for the Tyranian PO last night. I think I really like it too. I don't know. It's not as high priority as the mutants. But it's like, do you see how like some of the Tyranians and some of the Darrigans like fit into the mutant energy? Like I really like the Darrigan Dragon. It's purple and I really like it. But maybe it's because the mutant Usul is purple and it kind of ties them all together. Anyways, I just wanted to like share that and share those thoughts because I I know there's a lot going on with the token trading. I think let's be patient. Let's all be really patient and just like look for trade. If you're on those NC trading boards, like, you know, last night I was like, I don't think I'm going to get a mutant hissy right now because people are asking for 2 or 3 styling studios for it. And personally, that's not what I'm willing to offer. And then I found 2 people randomly that had it. And I was like, oh my gosh, just for one. That's nice. And also it was a lot of trouble finding this mutant Skeeth. It was weird. Right when the pound chat reopened, I got a mutant Mirka and a mutant Usul instantly right when Neopets was usable again. The pound chat was open when they released them to the public, but the site was so laggy if you were on it. And I couldn't really do much on there. I just redeemed my styling studios and then just like logged off and tried to do like my dailies and my quests and stuff. Basically, that is what it is. I'm excited. I feel like this is kind of like such a cool new era for Neopets, and it's so cool that I'm actually like playing during this time because it's very serendipitous. I came back to the site when there was like no hype for it. You know, I came back in December of last year when it was really quiet on Neopets. December of last year was a very quiet time. And it just in comparison of like January of last year to January of this year, it's almost like the game has completely changed. It's so cool. And there's like, I have so many pets for trade. I'm so excited to start trading my names around because now that like UC skins are like very movable and tradable and easy to take on and off of pets, like I'm just excited about the future of it because I have some name ideas for my mutants, but if I find cooler name ideas, I'm down to swap. I'm down to, you know, move things around because it's a lot easier now to just take off, take on, put off. And I know a lot of people are talking about the fact that like the skins replace the appearance, but not the pet name. So say I put this nostalgic mutant hissy over on Venomix, who right now I think is an ice hissy. It'll still say Venomix the ice hissy, but she'll appear as a mutant hissy UC. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing because personally, that means that I'm still going to be working to get these transmogrification potions, etc. I might not use them all yet because maybe I'm still waiting for the perfect name. I think right now my Darrigan Drake is going to probably go over on Zusui, who's just a transparent Drake that I zapped because I just think this is a really cool pet combo for a Darrigan Drake, but I don't know if I'm going to paint Zusui yet because I don't know if Zusui is the forever name for my Darrigan Drake. I'm still going to write lore for Zusui and I'm going to still write story about him, but it's more about the Darrigan Drake, at least for me, because my mutants are a lot different than my other characters. Like Momego, Kuriyama, Rumor, Inono, like it's more tied to their name and their character, but the mutants are just mutants. Like, to me, they're just like these mutant characters that are not disposable, but they're just different. They're a lot different in terms of they don't have as much characterization, except for like Rippian, because he's just more of like a main character to the story in terms of like a main antagonist. Oh my gosh, I showed you Solshi in the last video, but I got Solshi, and I don't know if Solshi will be staying on this account, but this is a permanent pet for sure. Most of these are permanent pets, but like Tweenum, I don't think this is a permanent name, but a Royal Boy Drake is definitely permanent. And obviously Kuriyama. Yeah, like Drophyte is my mutant Drake, and she's like central to the story. And I wouldn't trade her for any other pet. And also the cool thing is the pet trophies. Oh, and I didn't even talk about this. So now you can see every item that's on every pet. So if I go to, Akizla is like, she's wearing just her Royal Drake. But you can see she's wearing her Royal Drake clothes, which is really cool. It's really cool to see. I didn't even notice she was so old. She's a year 14. But like, it's just so cool, the changes that they've had. Obviously, we have Rosend. Love Rosend. The changes that they've added to the NC UCs, I think, are amazing. I need to actually put my pets in I think they're like Starvac. No, she's happy, but she wasn't happy on the other screen. Whatever. Like you can see, it shows you NC and NP customization items, which I think is really great. And Nono's been training because there is this upcoming plot coming up. I need to really start getting back on that training horse because I've been slacking on the training, and I'll get it together. But we're just playing Neopets. We're having a lot of fun. I think this change is really good. I know that a lot of people are apprehensive and nervous, especially because of like what was happening last night. I feel like that got some people in the community a little nervous about, all of a sudden somebody trading 30 styling studios for one pet, which is It's not been confirmed if that's a thing, but I have seen people trade 10 for one royal. And 10 styling studios is 7,000 NC. I don't even know how much that costs. I mean, if you buy it through the website, that's crazy. If you want 7,000 NC, that's $60. And I don't recommend doing that trade. Just wait, because now that person has 30 deluxe styling studios, they basically can get like almost, not almost any. There's don't even know how many UC pets that they've added, but what I'm really excited to see are UC or nostalgic galleries. That's going to be so cool to me to see people who start collecting all of the different skins and the different colors. And I think that's a cool goal. Like why, like that's a new feature on the site that I didn't even think of going into this. How you can now have a gallery of all of the nostalgic skins from each different color, and it adds like a collection element that obviously is real money based, but is really healthy for neopets because the more money and the more funds that Neopets raises, the more that they can expand their team and come up with new ideas and new styling studio skins for the Neopets. Because, like we've said, if you go on the styling chamber and you look at like the Vandegeyer and the Lutari and some of the other ones that don't have as many skins for each specific pet, or like the Norbu, there's kind of like, oh, just wait and see, because we might see a skin that hasn't been released, and there's a lot of really cool ones out there. I feel like I know a lot of people want to see these pirate pets come back. I know a lot of them are broken, but I like these pirate pets. They're all pretty cool. They're in different poses than they're a little bit similar to their normal pose, like, the pirate Poogle. Pretty sure, I don't know, that's very similar. But like the pirate Shoiru, like that's a cool pose. I'm just excited to see what Neopets decides to do. And also, like I've heard, is some people are talking about poses. These are just going to be reskins of some of the other ones. But that's the only thing. I don't think we're going to be getting like basic blues. I don't think. Like, do you think we're going to be getting like basic blue pets? I don't know. I don't think so. But I think even that would be really funny if they did. That would be a very funny little cash grab of like, look, we're just like, but also like the blue Shoiru is really cute, and some of them, like even the uni is really cute. But I don't think we're gonna get those. I think we're gonna probably get babies, the UC babies, even though some of them are very, very similar. I know that pretty sure the baby Ixie, that's exactly what the baby Ixie looks like. Baby Jub Jub, pretty sure that's exactly what the UC one looks like. Kachik, I know that's different. Kugra, that's kind of interesting that they didn't keep this one UC, because that's pretty different than the normal one. Love the UC baby Loop. I love the UC baby Shoiryu. And this is very different than what they have. Similar pose and similar little getup and geesh, but I love the baby. Like the babies are so cute to me, and I would love if they did the UC babies. I know some of them probably won't get a release. Like some of these are very similar. I think this is literally the same as the converted pet, but some of them are very different. Oh, the little baby bloomer. This is almost the same as the UC version, but the Buzz, that one's quite different. Same with the Chombi and the Drake. This one is a jump scare, and honestly, I'm not a fan of the UC the UC baby Drake, but I'm just trying to see if there's any more. I know some people have said some of the snow pets are a little bit different than the converted counterparts, so there's some possibility there, which I think is always cool. It's always cool that there's options and opportunities for something new. And it also gives opportunities to go back and to bring back some of the old art. And I think that's kind of also a cool idea to think about too, is some of the old art. I don't know which plushie here. Probably some plushie will get a new variant. I think it would be really cool if they decided to do like a plushie Vandegeyer UC, or they did a plushie, I'm not sure which ones didn't get UCs. Like the Moroccans probably will get a UC release and maybe some updated artwork, but a lot of the Moroccan UCs are very similar to the converted styles, so I don't really know what they do with that, but personally, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going through. There's a lot here to see. I know people are talking about they'll probably do a mutant release. Like the mutant Gellert, like that's so different than the mutant Gellert that we have on the site now. So I'm confused why they didn't keep this one as a UC. It's always weird which ones they decide to like UC and which ones they don't, because I feel like this is kind of similar to the one, like the UC mutant Bori is like, that's exactly the same. I think just inverted. Same with the mutant Drake, but I like that she has the fangs and the open mouth. I'd probably UC her. This is exactly the same, but you know, there's opportunities. This is exactly the same as Eleni. Yeah, a lot of them are very similar, but I feel like it gives them an opportunity to kind of play around maybe with some of the art and update it to an extent, which I think will be really cool to see. I'm trying to just go through a few of them just to show you before I end off this video. The Tyranians. Ooh, the Tyranian side bunny is cool. Whoa, the Tyranian Jetsam is cool too. I just like how the UC pets have the opportunity to be a little bit more fluid in their movement, and I think it gives opportunity to go back and kind of update some of the artwork. Love the Tyranian Drake. It looks so baby to me. I don't know. I almost feel like it like looks very teenager. Like a little teen guy. Let's see. Zombies? Are there any zombies? No, I think zombie might have been a post conversion color. Are there any chocolate pets? No. Maybe a few. I don't know. Oh, the chocolate Usul is like incredibly cute. That would be, and maybe if they did like a chocolate line, that would be really cute. And we're able to play around with some of the artwork and have some fun. But yeah, I think the only, and everybody was so crushed that we didn't get an Alien Asia release. But I think we'll get an Alien Asia release at some point. I think maybe they just wanted to wait. I don't know. I actually don't know why they didn't give us an Alien Asia. I think a lot of people thought that was coming. And that's why Alien Asias are so big on the trading boards. I don't know if it's because of that or because honestly, even the converted Alien Asia is really cute, but I don't know. I think the Alien Asia would be a really cool addition. There's no other alien pets. But people have even talked about like that, like exclusive colors like Alien giving maybe an alien Bruce or an alien Bori or, you know, alienifying some of the other pets that didn't necessarily have those, which I think is a cool idea. But I don't think that's going to happen because like we've already seen, like Kwiguki and Yusuke, they've already UC'd them. But the big one I think most people are ready for is the Royals because there's a bunch of Royal girls that don't have their converted counterparts, like the Royal Girl Eerie, like Royal Girl Poogle. Like we haven't seen a lot of these designs in a long time, the Royal Girl Zafara. So I'm just excited to see what they do. Let me know down below. Like first, which NCUC are you getting this round from the buyable ones? And then which NCUC are you getting, would you get, like which that hasn't been a NCUC currently? So something like the Fairy Bori, but for like the other ones that are coming in the future. I didn't word that right. I'll just share the ones that I am excited for. So this round, I'm really excited for the Fairy Grawl. That's my top one. And then for the future, I'm really excited for I think a Royal Girl Eerie. I think that would be a really cool NCUC to see. It's not my top priority, but it's one that there's no UC Royal Girl Eerie. But okay, I'm gonna end this video right now. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.